Katowice is one of the
Hello and welcome in the beautiful city, Katowice, Poland. The city is the host of European Online Blitz Championship. It was supposed to be over the board here, but due to the pandemic time, it is impossible to happen. But we're hoping that the next event in 2021 will happen in this city. So in this video, I would like to show you some places that you would like to visit when you are in Katowice. First thing first, we have to talk about this amazing building called Spodek. It's very hard not to see this building from any point of the city. And it is also very strategical for chess, because back in 2017, European Blitz and Rapid happened here in this building. And also, biggest festival in the region, Polish-Hungarian, happened here with more than 1,000 participants and many others. So we can consider Katowice and this place as a capital of European jazz. Katowice used to be an industrial city with a lot of coal mines. Nowadays it grows rapidly, with global companies investing a lot of money here in the region, and also new technologies are developing. That's why European Online Chess Championship fits perfectly well in the city concept. This is Katowice city center. Here daily thousands of people are coming to visit restaurants, shops, cafes. There are projects happening here mostly weekly, and also there is huge chess boards, so everyone can come here and enjoy playing chess. It is mostly magical here to come for Christmas time, because there is a huge Christmas tree, food courts, and also ice rink if you're fond of that. Oh, I forgot to mention that you have to try out this sweet. It calls ponchik. And yeah, we have to get back to the chess games. Hello and welcome. This is final day at European Online Blitz Championship 2020, organized by Katowice City, Poland. I am Women Grandmaster Keti Zazalashvili, and this is Grandmaster Marcin Tasper.
Hello. And in our studio we also have our beloved Maria Alex.
Hello everyone. Hi Katy. Hi Marcin. Welcome.
Hello. So we have semi-finals and finals today, and we have to take a look first at the prizes to know what the players are playing for.
Exactly.
Here we have. So the first place will get 2,500 euros, trophy, gold medal, and invitation for European Online Blitz Championship next year, and also the title of the European champion, Blitz champion.
That's the most important thing.
So what do we have for the second place, for the silver medalist?
We have 2,000 euros, and of course the silver medal, and I believe also the invitation for the next year, and of course for the third place there will be a match for the third place, and the winner will collect 1,500 euros.
So top three players will get also in additionally medals and trophies. Fourth place will take 1,000 euros. Not so bad at all.
Yeah, exactly.
We have prizes for the players who shared 5th to 8th places, and this is 500 euros. And we have also prizes for the players who shared 9th to 16th, and this is 300 euros. So it means that top 16 players, they will all get the prize.
Yeah, exactly. I believe they have already started the games.
Very likely they have already started the games.
Okay, so I have to go and I will keep you posted if everything interesting happens. So see you soon.
See ya.
See you
Thank
soon.
you.
See you soon. So let's take a look at the first game of today's semifinals. This is Alexei Shirov against Matthias Blubaum. Feel free to write your opinion in our chat. I observed the chat on Twitch, and please feel free to share your comments there.
Yeah, okay, so the players will play minimum 4 games, and if they are tied, so 2-2 after the match, then we will have the Armageddon. And so let's take a look at the positions from the game. Alexei Shirov, Matthias Blubaum.
You can start from the beginning quickly.
Yeah.
So we have 1 e4.
Yeah, Matthias Blubaum is very well known for knowing French defense very well. So he is a good tactician in that line, in that opening actually. And now knight b4. I don't think I like that move, because the problem is that the bishop f5 and even bishop g5, quite nice. White wants to trade some minor pieces. I believe the bishop on d7 is quite weak. I can try to take on b4 immediately now.
Yeah, Alexei Shirov is considering probably this move because he did not capture the bishop.
He has to choose. Yeah, he has to choose whether to take on g5 or on b4. Because if I take on b4, then I will have to take on g5 in the next move. So I have an option here. So may I? So the thing is that he's calculating such a line here, knight c2, queen takes, and what happens after queen d4, for example? Is it worth to sacrifice that pawn? Will he be able to win such a position, right? So this is the first line he's calculating, and the second one is to simply take on b4 and now take on g5 and for example castle. The knight may go from h3 to f4, so he's still thinking in that position.
Yeah, I think the latest position which you just show is strategically very good for white, because white has the knight against the bishop, which is blocked by its own pawns.
Yeah, exactly,
and
but
we can consider very good for white.
Yeah, but on the other hand, black has also the open file C to be used. The queen stands quite well on b4, is well placed here. So it's, you know, static. If we are talking about dynamic play, it's very, very tough to say. It's a very complex position. And so strategically, white stands much better, but activity of the pieces in is black hands. So, okay, I believe you can switch to the next match where...
Yeah, because Alexei is thinking too
Still
much.
thinking, right. So the next match is where David Navarra is playing against Gawain Jones. So we have the Italian opening, Gucci piano. So what happens here is quite popular line nowadays. And white sacrificed a pawn on d4, the central pawn. But of course black had to play f6, which is not very nice for him.
Yeah, because that will be really hard for black to castle short side.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the bishop controls this.
So now we have further moves: bishop e2, take, bishop e6, and bishop h5. And now he has to play g6, I believe, because after bishop f7, I would take and play queen b3 check, which might be very unpleasant because the king cannot castle, and I will take back the pawn on b7.
So what happens after g6?
Which was played, I believe. So here we have the position now. Whoa, queen d5.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But still, he had to sacrifice. Yeah, but I believe black is just winning now. After knight e5, you know, I am piece up and there is no compensation at all. So I believe something wrong with the calculations of David. Even after knight g4, black is just winning that position quite easily. So, yep. Knight g4 is enough, rook a to g8 as well. A lot of moves.
On the screen is calculating the pieces. Am I a piece up really, or is something is wrong with this?
He's surprised with this, with the situation after the opening. Okay, let's switch to the game of.
We might have some time between the matches, so we can come back at that moment and take a look, because I also didn't understand much what happened. So what seems like Alexei decided to keep the knight versus the bishop.
Yeah, just like our plan, knight h3, knight f4.
But as you mentioned, that the queen is very active here. It is really active because it took b2 and
a3 pawns, right?
And it means that black has now this extra pawn here.
Yeah, exactly, and the position is actually, I would say, quite good for black. So in both matches, actually, black is not suffering a lot. And h4, of course, at first, it makes some place for the king on h2, and on the other hand, it tries to attack h5, h6, but of course black will respond with h6 after h5. So now he will have to come up with the idea how to move the pawn, maybe queen b5. But then, of course, white can try to take on e6. Then the knight, maybe not even immediately, but just...
The point is that the pawn can be really weak.
Yeah, a weakness, right.
Yeah, so in that case, I think
h5,
white can still
h6,
push.
And I don't know, maybe rook c1 with the idea of taking on e6 and
the
trying...
get rook there on the 7th rank.
Yeah, but still, I believe it's not enough.
I love this position of white. It's somehow paralyze black.
Right.
There is extra pawn for black, that's for sure, but I love the knight versus the bishop.
Okay, I'll take rook b8 now.
Rook
just to activate the rook.
And rook a1 probably.
Rook b7.
Rook b7. This is very nice manner here, just to get rook on the open file to be active.
I'm curious what Alexei is doing now.
The game is over. Game is over. Game ended
it's
in a
draw. All right.
Game ended in a draw. Let me check once again.
Quite strange.
Probably they did not risk too much.
David lost his game to Gawain. So 1-0 in Gawain Jones against David Navarra match, and the draw in the first game of Shirov.
Both games we had draw. This is pretty much what I really expected. They want to warm up a little bit, and that's okay to start it with a draw. So after queen a5, we have only one more move.
All right,
queen d8.
I believe I know. Yeah, exactly, because the pawn on d5 is hanging, And now if I play rook b, if I play rook b8 now, but still, no, I don't understand it. I would play rook b8 and rook b7 for sure in that position.
But then d5 is hanging.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, that's why.
So maybe rook b8, I'll take knight d5, right? Something like that. Rook b8, take, knight d5. I cannot play on d8, and you wanna play, give me a check and push the pawns. So maybe
Knight will come back on f4
yeah, maybe we
or
had.
e3.
That's why we had
Yeah.
the free-fold repetition.
We have to check the next another game of today's match.
Yeah,
how this
did-
ended.
How did it happen that David
So,
just blundered the
Yeah,
piece?
we have some time. Let's do it. Let's do it once
Right.
again. So we
Bishop
like the
h5,
position
right.
here, right?
Yeah, the activity of white, and queen d7 forced to do something, and I cannot recapture on d4. That's a problem of white, of course, but still okay. You can still play without a piece. And now h5, very clever move, because there is a threat of g5 h4. I don't know why knight f3 was played. I believe it was a mistake. Here,
because
h3 most probably is just a regular move now, just to hide the
open.
king on hide the bishop on h2, right?
Yeah.
Still, I believe black is doing extremely well. DC, BC, even short castle.
Not
if
even
needed.
DCBs, maybe immediately, because
Yeah,
if white
exactly.
captures, I would love that too.
Yeah,
or bishop.
even with the bishop
Yeah,
actually,
bishop-
and of course
bishop is
black
very nice.
is much better.
Yeah.
Okay, they have started the second game already.
Already? Oh my
yeah,
god, they're
they
fast.
don't have any break actually. They wanna play.
They're fast. Which game you would like to see first? Let's do this. Shirov, Alexei, Blubaum, Matthias. Here we have.
So Matthias Blubaum playing white. So the sideline d4, d5, knight c3, and the calm variation. I believe black shouldn't face any problems after the opening. So yeah, the bishops will be traded. We have seen a very similar game where Radek Wojtaszek did not have any problems against Georg Maja. But still CD, very nice move. I don't have to recapture with the queen, and now I have a very strong center. I play h3 maybe.
Yeah,
just
these
to-
pawns are controlling all the
Yeah,
central squares.
yeah, exactly. And h3 just to hide the bishop on h2 if needed. White is having a small edge, but still I don't believe that it really may hurt black. Bishop e7 castle, and after even e4, I can just take it. Alexei Shirov is very well known player of the Slav defense, so he knows that structures very well, and without light squared bishops, there should not be any problems for black,
Yeah, exactly.
because this
That's usually a problem.
the
of
problem
black,
in
the
such
bishop
position,
here.
right?
with the
Also in the
pawn
Slav, right?
Yeah.
And here you don't have already. You have already solved that problem, so I believe it's about equality.
I really want to see the fire on the board in his games today.
Yeah, but Matthias
Let's see.
doesn't allow to do it
Yeah,
actually.
but probably he has already read that book and he knows,
He knows
how
that
to
it's very
fight
dangerous, right?
against it. So this is the game between Gwen Jones and David Navarra. Let's start it from the beginning
It was
and
yeah,
go to
Sicilian
quickly.
and some sort of knight d5. I like it.
Wow.
It's a regular move in Sicilian.
You know, man, if you sacrifice the piece in the first game, I'll return that to you back. But
Yeah.
you cannot take it.
Exactly. And
Very
just
nice.
during our yesterday's interview, Gawain told us that he likes actually, even if he has to make a draw, then he tries to win the game. He's not playing for a draw. It's very good attitude, I would
Yeah.
say, that you fight, you do your best, you try to win. If it end up in a draw, it's not a problem. Now, of course, White has a very nice position. White's much better actually, because he has a pair of bishops, and what is more, the pawn on c5 is under the attack. So the bishop and White controls d file, because actually, even though Black has doubled his rooks on f file, it gives nothing, because the bishop just closes it and opens.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Anytime.
yeah,
you
I
want.
believe before might be played.
Yeah, I like this. To use that,
Pin.
yeah, knight is badly
And
placed
after
there.
b6 I can take queen e2, and what is more, I can use the b file if I want to here, and maybe queen c4. So I believe,
Martin,
right?
can I do a little trick here?
Of course.
Can I? No, I can. The idea is instead of b4, I wanted to say double the rook, and the idea is to capture the pawn
Yeah,
here.
now
Little
yeah,
trick.
queen g4 was played. King h8. I believe black could have played instead of king h8, h5 was also quite tricky, because if you take, then I take on d5. So I believe it was also possible to be played. Because of the bishop g5, I can just simply take on g4. But okay, king a8 will play, bishop b3. White's position is still better. He
Yeah.
traded he exchanged the rooks, of course, and there is no limits now. I believe this position is really cool for white. Gawain Jones is leading 1-0, and in that position, actually, if properly played, he cannot lose at all.
Yeah.
This is risk-free position for white. This is the
Yeah.
dreamy position with such a result.
Let's get back in the game of Blue Shirov. It was very interesting position.
Right, because
Queen on a6, and here we have sort of like Carlsbad structure, not very much likely because there's d3 pawn.
yeah,
and
exactly.
that changed something. D3 and a6 changed something, and here we see that queen got on the king side and got traded, and we have this endgame here again. Knight
Very
versus bishop, and rooks are
Bishop
also on the
b4.
board.
Cool position, I must say. Now, I believe black is doing better because he has 2 pawns on the queen side, so he can try to create a passed pawn. If needed, the bishop will go to f8. You cannot attack the pawn on f7. So I believe Alexei is doing better in that position. e4. So, of course, this massive attack in the center must start, because if white does not anything, he would lose immediately. de, fe, of course, will be recaptured. Rook d8, just to attack the pawn on d4, just not to allow to play d5. But of course now, white will go with the king to e3.
And then knight can be free to jump somewhere.
Yeah, rook
better
a6, very
place.
nice. I just stopped the pawns from being active. And now I believe king f8, king e8, king d8 also has to support black. Bishop d8, bishop b6. Very nice maneuver of bishop, because it didn't play at all on b4. So b4 was played in order to not to allow to play knight c3. Yep. As you can see, they are playing quite fast. I believe the problem of black is that the king is not very active. So I think that Matthias has an edge in that position. Even d5 now is possible. And if I take, rook d5, rook a7, and this ending is not worse. Or maybe it is worse, actually. So I'm not forced to play d5. But he took a pawn on b4. How did it happen? Oh, he just simply went to take it on b4. So of course white is much better now. Pawn up, and the position is extremely hard for Alexei Shirov. a5. Oh.
Nice. He wanted to get in the endgame of knight versus bishop, which probably white stands better.
Yeah, with that pawn on d5. Now king f8 is mandatory move, in my humble opinion. Just support the. So Gawain Jones won a game.
Pieces. Oh, okay.
So okay, let's look
keep
at
the eye on it, and we can
yeah,
take
of
a
course.
look.
We'll come back to the game of Jones against Navarra. Really is
I think Shiro found the best way to
defend himself.
yeah, and Is he pawn up or something?
Right now,
Yeah,
yes.
he's pawn up
A5
already.
now, and he will be piece up. So he won a game actually.
He
So
won a game.
He won a game, yes,
Wow.
because of A5. There is a pin on the rook and the knight. You cannot do anything. So let's take a look at the game of David
David Navarra, let me find it.
against Gawain Jones. 2-0 for the player from England. It was the first. It is the first. No, it's the
That's
first
the
round.
first round. Okay, this is the second round. The bishop is all still no.
Yeah,
still
just
on
as
D.
I told you, it's risk-free position
Fine.
and really nice one.
All right, we have to see this. We have to see
Yeah.
this because.
He just exchanged the rooks from the d file because they were very active. So if my opponent's pieces are active, I just want to trade them. And now I took a pawn on a6 and I'm just simply winning that position. With bishop on d5, I make a passed pawn on the queen side. I just don't have any problems with exchanging the queens. And
Yeah.
it was as simple as that. Of course, they are both very strong grandmasters and such a position is elementary.
And he resigned here. He
Yeah,
didn't-
king
didn't go
c4.
for it,
Yeah,
and
king c4,
the pawn,
bishop,
yeah.
bishop c5. It was over actually.
Yeah, he served his
Very,
his
very.
nerves probably. He wants to hold
Yeah,
himself and fight back.
but
so
I believe they will start just in a moment.
yeah,
To be honest,
let's be there and wait for them. Meanwhile, let's take a look at our graphics and see the matchups.
so now
Here we have David Navarra. His rating, FIDE rating is 2697, and he was born in 1985. Here we have Gwen Jones. His FIDE rating is 2670, and he was born in 1987.
so I believe we have Maria in our studio with some new positions.
Yes, hi again.
Hello.
I just wanted to tell you that Gawain Jones, just after his first game, has liked our video on our Facebook page. So
Oh.
he just finished the game and took a look at one of our short videos, and this one was his own game. So I
Oh.
guess he was pleased with himself and our job. Okay, so
Wow.
I'm here only for a second. I just wanted to explain something to our viewers. This is a position from the game between Navarra and Jones and Navarra. So as you can see, Jones has two bishops, and you can imagine that he has some kind of advantage. But as you know, you cannot just stand and wait for things to happen. You have to take action to your own hands. So what should you do if you have the advantage? You should look for some obviously weaknesses. One of these is on a6. So what Gawain does, he is trying to improve his last inactive piece. He goes to d5 and after knight to d6, which is a blunder, but now it is possible to capture the only weakness in the position.
Yeah, but actually he couldn't do anything because the pawn on f7 was also hanging. So it's not a blunder
No, it
knight
wasn't.
d6.
Ah, okay, it was.
So he was protecting. It was just a bad position.
Yeah, so bad position.
Yes, either
so
way.
bad position that
All right, thank you, Maria. We have the third round. The
Already
third game
started.
already started. They are very fast. So let's take a look.
faster
what
than
hap-
us. Three of
Yeah.
us. We should be faster. Let's go, guys. Let's
Yeah,
see
the
it.
same variation as
Same
as,
variation.
as previous.
Did he play bishop d3 again? Yes, he did. He did.
What happens if I
Other-
take on d4 now? I
And
don't
Blue
know.
Bow just changed his move. He goes for a5 now. He probably disliked the previous position because he couldn't really fight.
Yeah,
It was
for
up
nothing,
to
yeah.
Shirov's hands to decide to fight or just
But
to
still, you know,
draw.
he plays black, so it's quite obvious that it would be very
draw,
hard.
Draw can be.
Yeah, Bishop,
But-
the same
But
idea.
he lost the previous game, so he needs to win.
Yeah, he needs to
What
win.
about
right.
this rook, bishop f7, bishop f8?
He
here?
doesn't want to trade the bishops because now he wants to play h6 and then bishop e7 because of the fact that the position is quite closed. He has enough time to do it. If I play knight e3 now, h4 was played just to support the bishop, h6, bishop f4 maybe.
Mhm.
and-
And
or
bishop
maybe-
comes back.
Yeah,
That's-
bishop comes back.
That's your point.
So
Okay.
bishop e3. Bishop went to e3 to support the pawn on d4, not on f4. So here we have the position bishop e7, of course. I believe that queen d2 h5, rook c8. Black is waiting for castling. I don't know why, but
Oh,
seems
sure is not happy.
Yeah.
He just waved his head. Do you think that it's because that he thinks that the pawn can be captured?
but it could have been captured many ways, many moves ago.
Yeah.
So because of the rook b1, I can take on a2 as well. Knight a5 was played. Knight c5. Knight c4 will go. b3 then. But then I'll take on e3, knight e3. Very complex position. I calculate such a position b3 now with white. And if knight takes on e3, knight takes back, and the pawn on d5 is hanging. So I believe white
Bishop
maybe
is, can be taken and the king can be the in the center. Let's take a look quickly to the next game.
Right.
Here we have this position d5. D5 is on the board for a long period. I have not seen a move from David. He took 1 minute to think about this move.
I don't
So-
understand the whole idea here. Okay, 4 was to play e5. Rook e8 or g5. Now g5 or rook e8. Two ways of handling that position. Rook e8 just to give a pin on e file, and
Or
then everything will
g5 is also tempting.
fg, but fg, knight e4, gh, and I attack both rook and the bishop. Rook d2 then.
That's lots of pieces are
Tactics,
hanging.
right.
Yeah.
I believe bishop h5, bishop h6 maybe, bishop f7,
take
but it's very risky for white. Of course, he has to take a risk because he is losing 2-0.
Hold on, what? A rook e8 happened. Rook e8 happened.
So,
and here we
alright.
have this position.
And I believe, all right, if you go to e8, I play f5 immediately.
E5 looks good.
Because I have to fight, so I don't want to exchange too many. Rook a to e1. So I'll take knight e6 and then f5. Because I cannot take on d4 because of mate on h8. Rook e8, rook h8, right?
Knight is on e6. Oh, sorry. Knight is on e6. F5 is
was
on the
played.
board.
Yeah.
Everything is going according what you are just saying.
But knight e7, then I believe white is doing extremely well because the rook on a8 does not play at all.
Yeah.
So knight.
Okay, now the
That's why I go
black
to
wants to play
e7,
this,
not
yeah?
to d6, but to e7.
e7. Okay.
Just to, and after bishop d7, rook d1. The advantage is of course in white's hand. Bishop e8, only move.
bishop e8. Yeah.
Yeah, with the idea of rook d8.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
knight d6 was
So
was
knight
played
e6
in the
was
game.
played.
So after king g6, he wants to play rook f1, bishop c3, and rook f6. With the idea of bishop c3 now, right? And
Like
still
this.
some problems because the knight on the d6 is really active, and I believe it gives an edge to white.
So
He
black
sacrificed the
decided
pawn.
to sacrifice and get the rook at least in the game.
Yeah, but still, it's very hard position for black. I believe David Navarra can win that game because the bishop will go to c3 now, and now I wanna play rook f1, rook f6, for example.
Yeah, that's really
I'm
nice.
still more active than my opponent, even though rook f1 was played. Okay, I believe this
Immediately,
is the same stuff, the same idea, but not allowing f5.
Here, black's hope to survive might be to trade knight somehow and to get the position with opposite color bishops. That
But of course,
might
David
be
will not.
bigger chance.
But David will for sure
Of course,
not
we know
allow
that.
that, right?
We know that.
I can try even to take on g5, knight f7. G knight f7 and knight e5 then.
Sorry. Yeah.
So it's one way. Of course, I wouldn't like to. After bishop e6, knight e5, b3, I'm winning.
Yeah.
So bishop e5 was played actually. So rook f6 is a threat, and also knight f7, for example.
F5. That
So
solves
knight
these problems.
takes on f5. Rook to e8. The rook is hanging. You cannot take it. Rook e8, only move. Knight h4, not f8.
Sorry,
E8,
sorry.
sorry. Rook e8. H4 at
H4
first.
was
At
played,
4
yeah.
at first, right. Now knight f5.
Yeah, it happened.
But what happens after
H5.
Whoa, what a... But it's... Oh,
Knight f7.
He's a machine, not a player, a machine, right? Now you cannot take on e5 because of the fork on f7. And of course, the position is really hard for... But I believe it was better what I wanted to do, actually. I am also a stubborn person, because now I lose the pawn
You want
on
to say
h5.
that you're a better machine?
No, I can... Once in a year, I can calculate something. That's all what I know. And now, of course, the pawn on a7 is hanging. David's position is winning.
No. Let's get back to the second game. We have to be
Right.
focused on that too. Some pieces, many pieces are already traded here.
And this is the equal position, because bishop e6 will support the pawns, and then after even b5 and queen d7. Of course, white is a little bit better, but I don't believe it is.
It feels better. With
But
black here.
still, I believe it's not possible to win that position. The bishop on f4 is not a power, no. Yeah, he offers to repeat the moves, but of course it is Matthias Bluebaum who has to win. But actually,
I think
okay,
he already
wants-
knows that.
he wants to he's risking queen b6, bishop a6, queen b4.
It's not that too early to risk, because he can also play the last round,
Right,
fourth round.
with white, and now
But okay, he just wants to emphasize that that's opposite color of bishop, and I can draw anytime I want.
maybe. But now I believe it will be a draw, just a draw. Queen
Let's
d2.
get back
right.
to this game, because here we have
Totally winning position for David.
Let's quickly see what happened. Not that quickly.
Right. He
Yeah.
took an exchange, and now there is actually no threat. Yep, exactly. And I control the square on g3. Oh, he will resign a moment, I believe.
Yeah. We have
He
resignation.
already resigned.
We have a resignation on
So
the board.
2-1 in the match of David Navarra against Gawain Jones, and
David
still
is back. David is back.
Yep.
He has to win last round. For Gwen Jones, it's even draw is a result here, which gives him success to the next stage.
Yeah, to
How
the
about
final
that?
already. Still, Matthias Bluebaum is doing his best to win, to fight for a win, but still, it's just a draw. Yeah, of course, I can play now after taking even g4 with enough bishop
Bishop
e7,
e7.
and now bishop f8.
Yeah.
Just not don't give pawn. Of course, come on, still. Even after trade, it's just a draw.
G3, I like this move.
Yeah, me too. GF, F2,
I know the
king
pawns
G.
are hanging, but anyway, I'll take that back.
Yeah, it's just a draw.
It's just a draw. It's just a draw.
Opposite colored bishops, king h5, bishop g7. They will agree in a moment. Bishop f6, and I believe one of them will offer a draw. Yeah, it's a draw already. So still we have 2-1 in a match of David Navarra, in both matches actually.
Yeah, let's take back to our graphics, and we can talk more about that and speculate for the last match of these mini matches. So here we have Alexei Shirov. His rating is 2662. This is a standard rating, and he switched his federation back to Spain.
Right.
And I think last year, it's recent news, as we skipped this 2020 year regular chess tournaments. So he was born in 1972, and we have Matthias Bluebaum, whose rating is 2670, and he is very young, younger than me. This is disappointing. 1997 he was born. He is a German player, and he has to win in the final game against Alexei Shirov if he wants to get Armageddon game and to get in the finals.
So how do you predict, will we have Armageddon on that stage? Will Matthias Bluebaum, is he able to win against Alexei Shirov, and is David Navarra able to win the second game in a row against Gawain Jones.
Anything happens, I accept that. I enjoy these matches very much as hopefully our viewers, and I have also chess players. Let's take a look at the second matchups before the games are started. And we can also
They will start in a moment, actually.
speculate the results there.
So 2-1, 2-1 in both matches in favor of Alexei Shirov. He was quite lucky when playing black, when winning black, and we have Maria in our studio. She has prepared something special for us.
Yes, hi again. I just wanted to stop by real quick. I just wanted to show you that Shirov actually had a chance to win in this game. Instead of playing queen to b4, he could have played queen to a7. And if he chooses to protect his pawn, now there's a trick and we can play e6 to free the square for the bishop. And now, obviously, he has to take it. The bishop goes to e5 and there's a threat of a checkmate on d7.
You're right.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. So he kind of missed his chance.
Yes,
Wow.
yes, you're right. Because in such a game, in such a position, when we have opposite colored bishops, the most important factor is which bishop is attacking. And now after
Yeah.
e6, this very nice e6, bishop e5, we just improve the position of the bishop and attack the king, right?
Right.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Maria.
Sure.
Very nice example.
Cool.
And topic of his next book, my missed chances in online chess.
But every chess player could write such a book.
My blunders, I can
Yeah,
say.
my 100, my
Queen
1000 best are worst blunders.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
so-
expecting games anytime. Let's have a Zoom video back so we can see what do we have there.
So are they already preparing for the...
Oh, we have moves. We have
All
moves.
right, so
that
they are
means
already
that they
playing.
are in the Zoom
So
call
let's
and
take
playing.
it on the board, right? e4, c5, knight f3. So the same opening, but now with knight d4, castle. Bishop on d3, it looks artificial.
Do we see here 95? Here we see again 95 move.
Will he accept it? Because if I
He's
accept
thinking. No.
g6, okay, and now different setup, because the bishop cannot move to g5 because it's 93, very strange looking position. c3 will be played, bishop c2 and d4, but knight on e3 may go to leap to d4, g4, and that's why a3 and now b4 will be played. Very interesting, very fresh air in that position.
Yeah. D3, well
So
played.
just like in Spanish opening, Rui Lopez opening, we have such a position, right?
Martin, we have to take a look at this London system with G4. This is
Playing
even
G4,
better.
come on, playing G4 against Alexei Shirov is, it's his idea actually. Play G4.
Blue Bars plays a lot of knight C3. These sidelines. He's probably it's his favorite Blitz opening, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know whether he played before. Maybe he had prepared it yesterday, for example, for that match, just to make a surprise to the opponent. G4 wants to gain some spatial advantage. Knight G to E7. Black will try to play H5 to take the square on F5. That's why Bishop G2. So after H5, he wants to play H3.
H3 to
So,
secure the rook
Yeah,
here.
exactly. B5. Black is trying to play on the queen side, and the bishop from C8 does not stand very well. But it will go to B7 just like in the game. No, it was not played yet. Sorry.
Oh, I switched.
Right.
It's the other game. That's
Yeah,
what-
exactly. That's why I thought bishop already stands on B7.
Matthias has the same structure of his snacks. He has soda or water and banana and some chocolate bars. No, chocolate bars disappeared. I see. So he has energy. He's ready for the fight.
Okay, but he has to win that game to stay to play the Armageddon. So I
So
believe
many
that
pieces here on
yeah,
the board.
but
It
David
got me
stands quite
tired.
well. to be honest, in that position. F4, G5, it's really easier to play such a position. If you have the FE, I wouldn't dare to take it. C4, okay, but FE I don't like because the pressure in the center was there, and I would play F4, maybe C4, and then F4 just to attack, just to have an initiative in such a position in the Blitz.
The thing is that the bishop here is a real problem here for white, and bishop needs to somehow find a way.
Right.
C1 maybe, and here.
But maybe he will sacrifice the exchange on F3. Is it cool or not?
David.
G5, G4 is possible. Rook F4 immediately, then to play Rook A to F8, Bishop C8, and just to attack.
Maybe Rook F4, Rook F1 to prepare G4, G5,
Rook F3,
and
Rook F3 played.
oh my god! Oh my god!
Rook A to D1 may be possible, but now King G2 as well, just to protect the pawn.
He's all in.
Yes, he has to win. He has to win. He knows it.
That's good. That's good.
Rook to E3, H5, Rook to D1. He will give back the quality just to improve. Even no, not Queen D1, Rook D1. Just to attack on F6. On D6,
D6,
right?
yeah. Oh, he goes on the way from F6. He wants to come Bishop G5 and Rook D1. We
Rook
have
D8 has to be played, and now I believe he will play something like Bishop C1, just to get rid of the pair of bishops of black.
Also, in this position, in the second match, it's quite tense because too many pieces are hanging right now.
He takes on F3 and then takes on B4,
B4,
and
that's
his
good.
pawn up.
Yeah.
Right. So
But back to here. We have to
F4, very
this.
nice, very nice. But now I have a square on E5 for a knight. I wouldn't like that position to happen. Of course, black didn't want to take on E3. He wanted to go to F4 just to attack. So that's why F4 was played. But on the other hand, the square on E5 for the knight appeared, which is extremely good for
also
black.
some things like F3, 95, that just paralyze white's king
Actually,
side.
I believe black is just winning that position already, to be honest, because looking from the material point of view, I have quality in a pawn and initiative in my hands. I want to play Bishop C8 just to grab the rook from H3. I believe we will have one more Armageddon. Rook F3, he just wants to give it away. But Bishop C8 will be played, I believe. And
When Jones
H3.
knows it, he is shaking his head. He knows he has very difficult position.
Actually, he knows he's losing.
Yeah.
Queen E6, for example, just to attack the pawn on H3. He knows he is much worse. King G2 probably now, just to protect the pawn on H3.
King H2 was played.
Alright, King H2, King G2, the same idea actually. So right,
Knight takes on F3.
his pawn up and the position is much better. King on G2, alright. Bishop will go to E5, dominating that bishop, that poor little guy on B2.
Look at this one. It seems like it doesn't even exist. And now it's impossible to take because in the end the pawn will be hanging here.
I believe Rook F8 would win on the spot after Bishop F4.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Because then I'll take on E5 with
With a
check,
check,
and F2 at the end of the day. But now, of course, what happens after Bishop C3? Oh, H5 with the idea of E5, quite a tricky one.
So that's why H5 was blocked.
Yeah, and Bishop
by
G4. Black one day will open. Now he took a second pawn. Position is hopeless for white. He'll one day play Bishop E6, D5, or Bishop B7, D5, open the position, and it should be over. If he does not miss anything, it's totally won for black. Okay, let's switch to...
Let's switch here because the pawn is about to queen. Here it just should be stopped. And Chiro just took it. And here we have this position. 2 knights versus 2 bishops.
What happens after bishop e6 check? Then I'll take on d1, right?
Mhm.
So rook, I cannot play rook h5, king h8 probably. King h7, okay. Very. Oh, the
Okay.
pawn on e4 is hanging. Oh, what a blunder. Knight to e5,
Oi,
queen to e4.
g6.
So tense position. f4, knight g4. Oh, white is winning. White is just winning.
Okay, the rook is.
The rook is hanging. There were many blunders in that game. Yeah, he just gained some time and will take on d5 eventually. And now on d3, and it's just losing for Alexei. Knight to e3, what was the idea behind it? He just, yeah, it's totally losing for Alexei.
Does it mean that we will have both games Armageddon?
Yeah, both matches will end up
Wow.
in Armageddon. Whoa. Most probably. Let's switch to David's game. Yeah, look at that position, the activity of black pieces.
Yeah. All the pieces are in attack, and white is defending. It was so
But he
hard
cannot do anything
to
actually.
hold for so long.
Yeah, I will go with the king to b6,
Yeah, it's just coming.
not to b5. Just not to be checked. I can even take on b5, but there is no need. King b6, it's just...
Then I can even trade the pieces on c2 and take
right,
the
just
pawn.
not to take. And now bishop b5, I believe.
Yeah, bishop e5 was played.
Bishop a4, trade of the... Yeah, it's totally won. King c4, king d3, and then c2.
Yeah.
Of course, Gawain tries to do his best, but it's totally hopeless position.
Yeah.
Bishop d4,
Okay,
bishop e3, right?
we're getting, we're getting in the shape.
Yeah.
We're getting in the shape.
David
smiling. David
David
smiling.
Navarra won his game. Of course, last trap you cannot grab the pawn on e5 because then it will be stalemate.
Yeah.
But rook c1 is just winning. All right, so let's switch to the game of Alexei Shirov and Matthias Bluebaum. The position is totally lost for black.
Only hope here for black can be the
Queen
stalemate
E1 check.
idea. Or perpetual also.
Yes,
That is a bit
because
tricky.
now it starts. He has given some. He won already that game. I don't know
Yeah.
why Queen e6, Bishop e5 is immediately right. And Queen
Queen
g4, of
G4,
course, trading the queens. It's all. So we will have two Armageddons.
Oh, Martin, so hard for me to see this kind of.
Why? Finally,
oh.
it's not. You know, it's very. It would be very stressful for me if I had to play.
Yeah.
And now I enjoy it. Now I understand why
enjoy
people
it,
like
but
to
I feel
watch
like-
when somebody is, killing
Alexei has
himself.
really nice cup. He's he's thirsty.
Yes, he's
thirsty.
preparing himself. Now we will have the drawing. So now the arbiter will.
Armageddon games.
Yeah, two
Ah.
Armageddon games. So something we really enjoy. So okay,
Very good. For our viewers,
Right.
we have a contest for you, and we have beautiful gifts for you, and also the questions, chess-related questions. Some of them are funny, some of them are
not funny.
not historical, and all you can do is to take a part of this contest, win the prizes, and we will send them to you for Christmas. And those gifts are on the table. Let's show
Yes.
it. This Christmas bulb, which looks very nice.
Yeah, Minister of Culture, the city of Katowice.
Really nice. I want to have
Pens.
these bulbs from every tournament, so I will have a lot of them on the Christmas tree. And we have also many other gifts. We have Maria in the studio, and
Right.
Maria, you have also there some of our gifts. So show us that gifts as well.
Yes, I've got a notebook. I was showing that yesterday, but let me show it to you once more. You can write in it. I was describing all of it, so if you want, you can just catch us on the other days we're commenting.
Did you give your number on it?
We got a computer bag, and as you already know, Katie is putting some really weird stuff in it, so you might want to use it as a computer bag, not
It's just
for your
makeup.
groceries or anything
And broccoli.
like that.
Regular stuff in woman purse.
Okay, since I'm here, I would like you to show you that not everything was in Blumen's way, because in the first game against Shirov, he made kind of a rookie mistake. He played knight to b4 right now. He was trying to activate his knight, but unfortunately after rook a4, the knight is pinned, and white cannot do anything to unpin his pieces, and after king to c2, a5, and the knight is lost.
Yeah, but
was there rook c2 saving the...
rook c2 will save, but I believe if you can just come back, I would play
Yeah.
d6 in that position.
Instead of
King
to
c2, right? d6 now,
okay,
right?
let's see that.
And the thing is that after bishop b6, because I want to play rook c7, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
See, it works. So now I want to play, for example, after king king maybe. Oh, it doesn't work. I thought that I can play after a5. I'm prepared to play knight d5, but then there is an intermediate check on a1.
Yeah, and
So okay,
I
it does not work.
don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the position was already quite.
So I
quite
will show you what Martin is talking about. You can now
move white king to e2, for
yeah.
example.
Okay, e2. Oh, it doesn't work. Sorry. Okay, we've got it. So Martin was talking about something like this. Now we can play a5, and if you choose to run away with knight to d5, we don't have to capture the rook on c4, because then there would be a double
A fork on
fork.
b6, right?
yeah, it would be a fork on b6. But we don't really have to do it. We can do the check on a2
And then grab the,
and
the
then
knight
grab
on
the
d5.
knight with a pawn.
Yeah, so you wanted to make a trap and you got yourself in a trap. Yeah, so yeah. So guys, what are our speculations now? Who will choose? Who will be with black colors? And what do you personally choose? Maria, you go first. You would like to have 4 minutes
Yeah.
and black, or 5 minutes and 1 white pieces?
I would rather be black. I think I would have less pressure by being with black, and I would choose to do the draw, but obviously play for a win, because you can't really go play for a draw and assume that you will manage to draw the game.
What about you, Martin? Are you able to draw easily?
Actually, it depends against whom should I play. That's the first thing. I was playing an Armageddon once, and I have chosen white, and I lost. So, you know, I was
Armageddon is black.
yeah, maybe next time if I have such a thing in my career to place Armageddon, I would choose black. But of course, no, I was playing against better player, so he actually overplayed me with black. So
Yeah.
it's not that
We heard
easy.
that yesterday.
Yep, I know. But you still ask the same questions.
And Katie, what would you choose?
I think I would choose black as well, because I have 2 results, and yeah, I don't know. I've never tried. Maybe when you have experience already, you know what to choose. But for the moment, I don't have. And to be honest, I never want to have Armageddon. And we're just about to start.
Yes, the games have already started. Thank you,
games.
Maria.
Do we have the moves? Do we have the moves? Not yet. We will receive soon. And before that, I would like to ask all our viewers to share this stream to their friends. Maybe they want to watch.
Maybe
this,
refresh. Okay, we have already.
Maybe they want to watch some of chess games and they don't know how
especially
this
Armageddon.
information.
Especially Armageddon is worth to be seen.
David's choose e4 here, first move. And black is not playing.
He is.
You have moves.
Yep.
Okay, I have moves now.
Yeah. So the same line, but Colmar, not with d4, is chosen by David. He has more time, so he just wants to put the pressure on Gawain Jones. So not to win on a spot, just like in the first game. This attempt was really severely punished. So what happened here? Queen e7 on right, and they switch the bishops, exchange the bishops on a7.
Okay.
Something wrong is going on now.
And in the game of Matthias Bluebaum and Alexei Shiro, we have again g4.
Right, but now the pawn on e5 is hanging, and he just took it. He's pawn up, and the position is actually winning for black.
What?
Yeah, he's just pawn up, and there is no counterplay for that. So knight b5, queen e7, h3, h5, a3, something like that stands on the board. I can show it to you. Here, take, a6, knight d4.
Yeah, we have it. We have it.
And queen e2, something like that stands on the board. Of course, they are running out of time.
Yeah, somehow we are getting moves slowly,
Yep.
but we're getting it anyway. So yeah. Now we have now everything.
Right. So that position is much better for white.
And this
And
one,
here
Alexei
black,
Shiro,
yeah.
he's taking all the pieces that he can.
And draw is enough for him, right? So
Draw
it's-
is enough for
yeah.
him.
So it was like that. He of course took back on d4, right?
Yeah. Also, Queen
So here we
Jones
have
is
this,
with black colors, and yesterday he said that he was very good with black color.
Right. So bishop e5 was played, knight e5, queen to e5, and f6, queen e3, queen d6. So it's a risk-free position for black with pawn up, and actually he should win that game. It all depends on the time, but it's almost the same now. Bishop f1, queen c6. I don't like that move. Okay,
Yeah, c2 is
and bishop
pressure.
d3, the trade of the bishops. So it's really
It's really equal.
no,
Queen.
no, white black has
I mean, yeah,
pawn
yeah.
up, right?
It's really good for
Yeah.
black.
So queen e3, g5, king b1, king d7, rook e1, rook h4, queen f3, queen f4, queen b3, queen d4. He's risking. Queen b7 will be played for sure. The time is almost the same. I believe queen b7, queen f2 was played in the game. Rook d1 and queen b6. He wants to
Trade
exchange
the
the queens, but queen a2, rook to g4. Of course, black is winning, has winning position. And after queen g6, rook g1, of course, he wants only to exchange the rooks. And of course, with perpetual check, he's satisfied. Matthias Bluebaum knows that he cannot do anything against it.
Yeah, and he has to
Queen
risk.
f8,
For him, draw is not a
d7,
result.
queen f7, king d6 is on the board. Rook to g1, queen to g1, king to a2. But still, even without those pawns on g5 and f6, it would be better for black. And only the time is a factor here. But I believe Alexei Shirov should go to the finals. So queen g6, queen c4, b3, queen e4 will be played, and it's over actually.
Oh, actually,
It should be-
it's
it should
very
be
much
over.
clear
From
to
the
see the
posture.
Matthias
Right.
face. He is so disappointed.
Yes, I would also be very disappointed.
Yeah.
That's all because
Ah,
I believe he just resigned. Because if he takes only 4, then the position is totally won for black, and if not, then queen c2, queen c1 is enough for a draw. I believe he resigned. Yes. So now we have the game of David Navarra against Gawain Jones.
And we have the first player, Alexei Shirov, who qualified to the finals, and we will know who will be his opponent
I believe
in the match
Gawain Jones after taking playing
Navarra
a2 actually.
Gawain Jones. Oi, we have this position on the board.
Yes, exactly. And the new queen is on the board. King h2, queen a7.
Is
Queen
that extra
c6.
rook?
Yes, extra rook for rook d2. Okay, let's take a look at the board. Queen f2, right. Rook to d2 now. Queen e3. Yep. He took on b2, queen f4. And after king g1, queen c1, David Navarra resigned. So the final match will be between Gawain Jones and Alexei Shirov.
For first and second places, and we're gonna have match as well for third and fourth places.
Yes,
so
exactly.
this is not the end for none of the players, but they have to relax a little bit, calm down, and start another match.
So great
yeah.
games in this Armageddon as well. Players were quite stubborn with their opening choices. Still we had this d4, d5, knight c3. Still we had only French defense.
They don't change it.
Yeah, they didn't change
they don't
it at
change
all.
it because they prepared it. When myself I play some match, I don't know, 4 games, 6 games, I don't change it because that's what I am prepared, and that there was where I see that my opponent is not prepared. So, whew, how much time do we have for the next round?
I believe not
Not too much.
time,
Not
but
they don't give us time to relax and breathe. We need intense
Yeah, exactly.
intense chess.
I feel like playing all of those games. To be honest, I'm
Yeah.
losing the last of my hair from my head. So now
Well,
we've
were
got
you
10
the one
minutes.
who said that you enjoyed when I was too extremely dramatic of the matches? You said you enjoyed
yeah,
it.
but I enjoyed watching. I wouldn't, in comparison to play, if I had to play them, I really would hate to do it. And now, when I'm watching, of course, I'm not so stressed, but actually it gives me some adrenaline.
Yeah.
So really,
that's really good.
Cool,
That's really
cool
good.
to watch it.
Yeah, we have 10 minutes. Players have 10 minutes. They need it. They maybe will go out at
Yeah.
the balcony to have a fresh air or just to drink something to fresh up a little bit.
But also they are still focused because they know they are fighting for the medals of European Blitz Chess Championship online held by the city of Katowice, Poland. So the boards are already prepared. I believe that now we will be faster.
So soon we will know. We have one more match, mini matches,
Yep.
and we will know the winner of the tournament, first online Blitz Championship.
How do you predict? Will we have an Armageddon for the championship?
Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
yeah. I want to see you. More
Okay.
like you.
We have Maria in the
Armageddon.
studio.
What do you have, Maria, for us?
I've got another contest for you. We've got one question, but it's a really hard one. That's why it's only one. And also we've got some bonus, which is kind of a chess joke. And I'm sure Martin doesn't know it, so you can participate if you wish.
All right. I will not understand it, of course.
Obviously. Okay, so let's hear the question number 1. How many times did Black win yesterday? So you have to count
Oh my
and
God.
let us know.
Is that question for our viewers or for Marcin?
For our viewers. Okay, and another one, please. Why chess pawns work so hard? Martin, this one is especially for you.
He's thinking.
I'm thinking about it.
Thinking.
I'm trying to find the game of words. Why heart pawns hard? Because they have no heart.
No.
He has new versions.
Because they want.
It's chess
to
related, you
work-
can't
They are
say
hardly working.
no,
How they are
because they
hardly
have to go
You
through
work
all the
hard or you're
chessboard.
hardly working. You know that's the way.
Keep on going. I will let you to think about it till the end of our
Stream.
day
Yeah,
stream.
yeah.
Why?
Please think about the questions.
Can we repeat it?
Yes, one more time, please.
No, you know it.
I know it.
Yeah. I want it.
So the first question:
Right.
how many times did Black win yesterday?
At least two.
At least two. And this one is especially for you. Why chess pawns work so hard? I've got it. I've
So,
got you finally.
In the room, out all of us, we all know the answer, and you have
know
to
it,
think. Sorry?
You know the answer?
Yeah, I checked them. I'm checking them.
So Martin, you are the only one unaware of what's happening in the room.
But still.
Whole world against you. Whole studio against you,
Yeah,
Martin.
as usual. Especially in the last day of broadcast.
Okay.
Because they are small brave hearts.
No. What's with the hearts? What's going on?
What's
Why are you
wrong
so
with your
stubborn on the hearts?
The
Bots
Armageddon
don't
games
have
were
hearts.
so amazing that he has some his heart is faster now.
That's as smart as you
They
think,
are
huh?
the ace of hearts.
Again, hearts.
I try to guess to answer that question.
Okay, let's give him a hint. It's not about hearts.
I know it's the silly answer, of course. You know.
I can't give him a hint. I want to see him like this
Suffer,
for as long as I can.
Finally thinking.
suffer all for all broadcasts. He's really thinking. This is
Yeah,
thank you,
I know.
Maria,
This is
so
the first
much.
time.
Now I will take control and advantage whole situation, and I will
Pawns.
analyze all the games
Heart.
my own.
Pawns.
What do pawns do, Martin? Do
They
you
go.
know it? What?
They die hard.
No.
Again, hard. Hard.
Do you know how pawns move?
Smoothly.
And how exactly?
Straight ahead.
Very
Don't
well.
give him a hint, Maria.
Never mind.
Don't give up.
You won't get it. Okay, so as we said, we have some gifts for you prepared. We have Christmas balls, we have notebook and bags. So please write us if you are smarter than Martin, and I think that's no problem. Please, you can write your answer in the answers on the chat, and we will send you the gifts if you get it right.
Yes. Perfect. We already have a winner from yesterday, and he already contacted us, and we will send gifts as soon as we can. So after the end of this tournament, we will send the gifts to the winners.
Okay, so tell me, who are you cheering for in the final?
Alexei and
Gawain.
Gwen. I cannot say really. I really. They are my favorites for.
I actually
Since
got
yesterday,
fond of
in this
Mr.
tournament.
Jones. I really like him playing. How about you, Martin?
Of course, I really believe that all chess players know his brilliant move, bishop h3 in the opposite bishop
Color
end
push.
game. Do you remember that, Maria?
No.
So it's really worth to see. There were even some T-shirts with that move, and I've seen one picture of Alexei Shirov when he was wearing that T-shirt
Really?
with the position from his game, right? Because
he's
it was really,
crazy,
it was
man.
really brilliant.
Okay.
Because he gave away a whole bishop. Actually, only to make a route for the king. So it was a brilliant, really brilliant move, and it's worth to see it. I believe we can find it and we can show it. Maybe we'll be able to do it.
Guys,
Of
we have
course.
we have not much. We have not much things.
Okay, so
Going
I will
on.
see you soon.
Okay, thank you, Maria.
Thank you.
Okay, so does it mean that you root for Sheriff?
Yep. Sorry, I'm thinking about this question about heart and pawns and straight and passant and all the thing, and I cannot make any.
You can guess it. You can guess it. To be honest, it's not that hard.
I know
We
it's
just made you to think,
Finally.
and so far it's not hard at all. So the games will start soon. We have the matches: Shirov, Alexei, Green Jones for the first and second places, and then Bluebaum and Navarra for the third, fourth places.
yes, exactly.
He's out. He's still thinking. What is situation in the Zoom call? Let's take a look at the Zoom call and see the players before the start. David is with his laptop. I see the chessboard is already open for him. Yes, we have moves. We have moves.
They are playing. So Gawain Jones starts with Bishop c4, also Italian opening. I believe d5 is the main move, but I'm not an expert in that line. I have never played actually Italian opening.
Yeah, neither me.
Alright, and d6. They, of course, they know the theory very well. They are very well prepared. I would love to see a game in Dragon when Alexei would have white against the player who wrote a book about that opening. That would be brilliant, I believe.
And he said that this is one of his favorite books. Yeah, I think this game will be a little bit slow.
Yeah,
as it's
comparing,
a first,
yeah,
and they need
in
to
comparison.
still, you know, to realize and understand what's going on. It's even hard for us to adjust the situation. Let's take a quick look to the next game. Here we have Bluebaum against Navarra. They're playing for
Show me the opening, please.
opening. Okay.
So Queen's Gambit accepted with e4, e5. Okay. So they are still during the home preparation. Yes, for sure they're both. All right. So I believe Black is doing extremely well because he's pawn up and
He dropped the pawn and never gave it back with
Yeah.
b5. That's very good strategy.
yeah, but still King c8. Of course, there are some problems with the development, but on the other hand, pawn is a pawn.
Yeah, now black should be careful because there is a rook d1 and very unpleasant pin. That's why he plays c5. Next he wants to play king.
Yeah, bring king to
c7
c7.
and then free the bishop.
Right. So I believe it's good for. It's quite a wise choice of David to play a very solid line, and as you can see, I believe there is initiative is in White's hand, but he would really have to be a magician to do something in that line.
Rook d6, king c7 was played fast, and here we have e5.
Rook h to d8, I believe, or bishop c6. I believe it's not a problem for black. Yeah, bishop c6. And
There's the thing that
bishop c6.
yeah, bishop c6
with the
is
idea.
correct.
Yeah,
exactly.
I want to play either b4 or rook a to d8. Bishop f3, very nice move.
I just wanted to mention that, for example, in this line, if knight gets on e4, then the pawn is unprotected because king can get and rook cannot defend either. So
Yeah, the problem is that I cannot move my my knight from e7 because there comes knight d5 check. So the position is quite tense still. It's not that easy. for black. He's pawn up, but still there is an initiative in white's hand. What will he come up with? B4, knight e4, knight g6 maybe? He is still calculating. Okay, let's switch to the second game maybe.
Of course, here already we have endgame of very symmetrical pawn structure, and we have knights and bishops on the board, and I really think that this game will end in a draw, in a quiet way. We will not see any complications here.
He's doing his best to... Yeah, the position is equal. They both know it. King d3, and I believe they will agree to a draw in a moment.
And the next game, here we have bishops off the board, g-file open, semi-open, open for white, and knight got on d5. Rook c6 attacking on c5 pawn. White wants to get back this pawn, but black is not giving up. He doesn't want to give it up.
Yes, and I believe it's working because the knight will go to d4. Oh, very nice. But now I'll just trade it, exchange it, and king b6, rook c7, and king c6. I believe black is just winning that game. Rook c6 is also well.
The thing is that black can simply put the pawns like this, not to have problem, and then keep the king.
Not really. I'll play e6 immediately. If possible, I'll play e6 just to destroy.
E6 looks good.
If I stay calmly, it's not good, but still it's not that easy. Rook d7, rook g8 was played. So they both know that black should win that game, that position. But after g6, rook g7, and I want to play
push e6.
Yeah, exactly. King c6 is mandatory. Rook h7 and king d5.
That's very good, I think.
f4, king a6, king f5 then.
Yeah.
I cannot grab that pawn because of
not
e6
yet,
still.
not yet. But bishop will not stay
rook
here for
rook. Yeah. And I will try to create the passed pawn on the queen side, 4 against 2. Even though the material is equal, black stands much better. So for sure we had a draw in the game.
Of Gwen Jones and Alexei Shirov.
Alright, I believe David should win that position quite easily. King e7, of course. Now I'll take back on f4 with the rook.
f5 was played here with white. Rook can come on f-file, attack both pawns. Also, black can push h4 pawn to save it.
But rook
for
f4 will be played.
Rook f4. That's also my thought. Rook f4. Rook d5 was played. He decided to come here with second rank, and now to get back and to get this pawn in this way.
f6, king d7. Oh, it's not that easy. After king f8, f6, the king will be in danger. After king e8, it can be drawn. King g8, alright. He wants to escape with the king to g6. He still wants to win, of course, that position. Rook f5 will be played. h4 immediately, right? Just if
the
you
thing
have
is
a
that the
fast
king
pawn,
is cut, yeah?
King e3.
Can come.
Rook
F1,
f1,
yeah.
alright, because if rook f5, then rook f, yeah, king e2, king f5. And
How you stop this?
you cannot, of course. King g6 played now. If you give a check, then I'll go to f5, e5, and then I'll just take a pawn on f2, f6, h3. And what happens if rook g8? Because I don't catch it. King h7, check, king d5.
Oh, white king gets really active.
And black's king is just a nightmare now. Oh, king b4, and then c3.
c3 is beautiful.
But then rook c3.
Rook c3. Oh. Oh, no, no, no.
He started to play for losing that
Oh,
game.
no.
What a,
Oh, no.
what a disaster for David.
Yeah.
He was totally winning, and
Oh,
now
he's
he
really
just
upset.
lost. Yeah, he has to be. He was pawn up, he was winning that position, and he just missed everything.
Oh.
He just missed his chance to win.
Yeah, he was just one. I think it was at some point. I'm not sure if it was correct to get the king on the 8th rank. And to be honest, I didn't understand how white king gets so fast there. It was always here on c1, not even moving. And then all
He
of a
should have
sudden...
played before just to prepare the second pawn to go. So after king g8, king d2, maybe I have time to b4.
Before
I don't
looks
have to.
good.
I don't have to go with h pawn.
Before looks good, yeah.
And after king e3, rook f1, king e4, and then I have
You know what
always c3.
I'm thinking, even in this position. Okay,
There is a
it's
mate on
checkmate.
a8. That's
Because
why.
I wanted to just to offer to
Cut.
cut, yeah.
Oh. So as you can see, even such players make
Also,
mistakes.
at this point, when he started to take the pawns from this way, we suggested him such a
Yeah.
nice move, but he did not accept it. Yeah.
Just take some pawns and rook
And
f2
in this
and
case,
now
rook is
cut.
stuck
Yeah,
here.
and the king is cut, right?
I don't know. Next, rook e2 comes and e5 is
Yeah,
also.
force the pawn to move, and he's just winning rook
Yeah.
endgame. What
Yeah.
a pity.
Very easy for us to make it on the board to come
Yes,
back.
exactly.
And, yeah.
If you are not playing, if you are not stressed,
David,
then you
put
see more.
yourself and come back. We have 3 more games to play, so we
Exactly.
trust in you. Because we remember the previous match, you had 2 zeros and then you managed to get yourself in Armageddon. So we believe in you. And the next game will start soon.
So now, no, it's
Not yet.
Not it's
Not
not that
yet.
game, of course.
Not yet.
We
They
still
will
wait.
start
We
soon.
still wait.
Players are already in the room, and we have Maria also in the room.
Okay, hi.
There
So
you
I
are.
heard you talking about a game between Bluebaum and Navarra. So I just wanted to show you that David was actually winning
H3.
after h3, right? Because the king and the rook cannot capture the passed pawn. It goes to the first rank and it will get promoted.
Oh,
That
wow.
easy. Yeah, right.
Wow.
We cannot.
We
do
didn't see
anything.
that too.
Yep. We couldn't do anything. Yeah, right. All right. So as you can see, even such strong grandmaster make mistakes. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you.
We come back to the games, and so my wish will come true. Play g6. Gawain, come on. You wrote a book about it.
Give us some good examples.
Yes, exactly.
G6,
Yes,
here
and
we have.
g3. No, come on. I thought that
Alexei,
you attacked with
analyze
opposite.
that book.
All right.
See?
But still, I believe. I'm upset with that. I'm not satisfied. I believe they will castle opposite, and then they will attack each other. Just like today, I've seen a game of Pragnananda against Anand. So it was really the game you like to watch.
Today, you said?
No, just on YouTube somewhere.
Okay.
Right. So I don't know when was it played actually. Several years ago, I believe. Okay, so calm dragon. Maybe he does not feel like, going into troubles. But I believe that in any other line, black is okay in dragon. So if you want to have an advantage, actually it's the way to play the main lines. So before was played here. So now what happens now?
Where the knight goes.
To d5 or to e2, right?
E2 was played.
Yeah, because if you go to d5, I'll take and play knight d4, for example, and you have some problems with this pawn on c2. I have a counterplay already. Even if you take on e7, I
I'll
can
take you.
just grab on c2, and I believe black is better. So knight c2, e2 was played, a5, rook b1. Right? a4 and b3. White wants to develop the bishop to b2.
Yeah.
Queen a5, bishop b2, queen a6, bishop b2 was played, rook f to c8. Black is doing well.
Black is doing perfectly well.
Yeah, the knight on g3 does not do much harm to black. Knight to f4 was played actually. So he still wants to play g5 and maybe then knight d5.
That makes sense to push here g5 and keep the knight on the d file.
But still I
d5.
believe Gawain may... Oh, e5. Very risky decision in my humble opinion. Of course, if I go to d5, you will just grab it and play knight d4. And
with some
just-
ugly
yes.
bishop e6 ideas.
Yes, exactly. So after e5, bishop f1 was played. And queen
Queen
b6
b6 was
and
played as
knight
well.
g2. So now it goes to e3. Very nice maneuver. Bishop f1 and then knight e3. It will protect the pawn on c2 and
is
will
hanging.
try to go to c4, maybe to d5. Very, very nice maneuver of Alexei. Okay, let's maybe switch to the second game.
Yes, because they are playing so fast. They already trade the queens and they have this position. Who stands better? Let's take a look at this.
Actually, I believe black does not have any problems with that knight on c4. He can try to push some pressure on pawns on e3. So rook a to e8, for example. And I believe I would prefer to play black in that position already. Rook to e1 and I don't know, maybe bishop e6 even. Okay, it's still double-edged position.
So white trade the left square bishop and got knight on f5 to attack h5-1.
But I have still the problems with the pawn on b2. That's also true.
He wants to push b3.
Yes, exactly. And actually, Matthias Bluebaum has to do something against it because if he allows two rooks to go to a line, the king will be mated. So that's why knight b6 just to protect himself against against b3, which also still can be played actually in one moment.
How?
Immediately.
Can I capture it?
Rook a7.
You want to mate me?
Yeah, but no,
Oh,
it's not
queen.
enough. Of course, after king c8, right? If I had a king on d2, it would be okay, right?
Yeah.
But the king is too far away. So actually, it's a very nice maneuver.
Also,
game.
knight goes on d3 and now c5
And
to
then
get
b3, right?
on this square and then b3.
Or maybe b3 immediately as well.
Yeah.
But actually,
Interesting.
with the knight on c5, I create a threat.
What threat?
So knight d3, knight c5, and then b3. It's a threat already, right?
Ah, yeah, that's
To
what
push
you
the pressure on the pawn on
mean.
b3
b3
immediately.
here we have. b3 here we have.
What
Also, the idea of knight c1 was to push b3.
Right. King d6, very, very clever move.
I was also thinking to put like this king here, but it's of course impossible because he will just block with f3.
Something unusual happens in the second game. So the sacrifice of the exchange on c4, and now a really awful pawn structure of white. c3, b3 and bishop a3. Queen c4 was played actually, queen d6. And black is thinking. He's running out of time. AB, and queen b4. I believe that that position is winning for white. Queen c6 has to be played actually. And now I wanna grab the bishop on the knight on g3 and take on e4 if possible, or if not, then I will just open the second rank, right?
Queen d3 was played and rook d1. Here we have this move.
Ooh.
Take.
Winning is easily won for white.
Not enough pieces.
Yes, of course, only the rook and the bishop and the knight actually against the queen and pawn. It's too little.
Still, there is some chances, like knight g4.
I don't believe in that position, really. Queen b5 even, but then I'll take on g3 and take on c1 as well. Queen c2, and now we cannot take, but still okay, but
not like this.
But still nothing. But he missed it. What a blunder of
Oh my
Alexei.
god!
He missed rook g3 for sure. He's really
no.
disappointed with himself. He's shocked. He just gave up.
He's
Gawain
losing
Jones,
actually.
he already lost. They both know it was winning for white, but in the blitz it's not that easy. Okay, let's switch to the game.
What was the blunder? What was the blunder?
King f1 instead of king g1 should be played. 2 moves before he...
Here.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Because king g1 is just losing. Okay, let's move to the game of David against Matthias. I believe it will be a draw, but of course David does his best.
Do his best like this.
Yeah.
And to have
win.
this pass pawn here.
Which should also not be enough. I believe they have ended the game. But what was the result?
They're still both in front of the computers.
So they are still playing.
Yeah, they're still playing. And the question is how black is going to defend this idea. He's trying to give a check. King d2.
Then knight d4.
Knight d4. Can I go here?
Yes, you can.
And here.
King e3.
d4 probably.
Yep, king f3. And it's getting, risky. Knight h4, but then I'll take on f5. So you have to protect the pawn. Very nice game. Now I wanna play with the knight on e5 and then just push g4.
King e2. I would play king e2 here to
But
stop
knight
the pawn.
e6 or g4.
g4 immediately.
Yeah.
Oof.
But it will be a draw. He has to take on d3, king d3, h4, but f king g4 and king to e4. It is a draw. They have agreed.
Finished.
Yeah, they have agreed to a draw.
I have a question here. If it was possible to stop this sort of g4.
I would have played knight h5.
Okay.
And
And
then
g3 is impossible.
yes, and knight d3 as well because of knight g3. Actually,
I will lose.
he was doing his best, but it was not enough to win that position. Actually, it was too drawish.
But the game of Shirov and Jones was amazing in the end.
Yeah, exactly. So we have 1.5 and 2.5 in both matches. For the gold medal, Gawain Jones from England is leading. Is winning against Alexei Shirov.
And this is the final game that he won.
Yes, exactly. And Matthias Bluebaum is winning against David Navarra from...
You know what? This pieces, minor pieces, are very tricky.
Yes,
in Blitz
especially in the
games.
Blitz games,
In
right?
Blitz, these
still-
knights
but
are
still
such
it was-
nightmares.
With the proper game, of course, from both sides, black should lose that game. But in Blitz, a lot of things can happen. Especially, both players are already really tired,
Yeah.
which is
Definitely.
also a factor in that tournament, because they are both experienced players. Both very nice. And king g1, yeah. Rook g3, she missed it. King f1, of course. Instead of that, and try to push the pawn. Okay. Alright, c4. Maybe some tricks with a draw king e1. No, not g1 because it would be the same. Yeah, king f1 and so. Do you have anything more than that?
I can try.
Very unpleasant position for black, of course, for white, of course. Rook to b3.
Yeah, that.
Nice one. So as you can see.
And the king is trapped.
Yes, it does not have any move.
And queen cannot really move anywhere.
It does not make any sense because rook b1 will come.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, right. So the dominance of the active pieces of black actually. So it was not that easy that I thought. Alright, so here we have the third, in a moment we'll have the third round of the finals and the match for the third place in European online chess Blitz championship in hosted by city of Katowice, Poland. So at tense matches, you know, they have started. The third round kicks off. e4, e5, knight f3, nice. This is the same stuff we will see for sure. But in the game of David against Matthias, we have the Nimzo Indian. So something new. The Rubinstein.
So let's go there. And bishop d2.
Yeah, Rubinstein with bishop d2. Last time I was playing that against Grandmaster Krasenkov. Somehow I managed to win that game even.
Not bad, not
Yeah,
bad.
I was really satisfied with actually also with my performance as well, but also with my play. So I believe that I could have played even a6, but of course they are still in their preparation. So here we can see David and Matthias maybe in a moment.
Yep, we have him. We have him, and he's fighting for the silver medal. He's very close.
Bronze.
Bronze medal. Silver is
Already.
is gone.
Yeah. Because of he's being defeated by Alexei Shirov.
Yeah, how interesting is all this process? They had such a painful loss in just a few minutes ago, and now he has another game, and probably he doesn't even he's not even thinking about that loss because he has another.
Right. What happens if I take on c3 here and I just take on h5, queen h5 I play? What happens if white?
Do we have this?
He took on f6 and he's now thinking dc maybe.
But it can go also without DC, right? Queen h5 immediately.
But then g6, take on d5 with the queen, and I take on d4.
Bishop is hanging. You will not take on d5 with the queen, yeah?
Yeah, because after queen h5 I play g6.
Well, that's what he plays.
Yeah, but now I play g6, not h6, right? And now cd. And I believe that it's quite cool for black. Because of the ed and bishop d4, no advantage at all for white. Even I would say I would prefer black in that position.
Really? Why? I played
There is a threat
before.
of bishop c3, for example, for starters. Alright, queen f6 then. And there is a threat of knight a5. Yeah, bishop queen g7.
Yeah, he played rook e8 here.
Alright.
Bishop before rook e8 we have on the board. And bishop g5 was played as well.
So he has to take on d5, take on d5.
I'm always scared about this structure here, this and this. It's never good. It's never good when I occupy c-file. Don't you think that it's dangerous?
Yeah, now it is, of course, but I believe he made a small mistake with black.
What is happening here? Oh my god, what is happening here? How it happened? He has no rook. No rook on the board.
But he attacks.
Sacrifice. Sacrifice rook. Let's go.
But after queen h3, I believe he's winning. No, he's not.
Let's go. Knight d4. Beautiful. Take. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Check.
But what else? Queen f7, king c8, queen g4, king c7. I don't believe it's enough.
Can I put this here first to cut this?
Right, king c8, just run away. Queen f7.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
The idea.
Especially in the Blitz game, it's extremely... Alright.
Knight d7.
No, because
It happened. It happened.
So how he...
It happened. Let's see. So after, but it happened with queen g4 first, then check here, and knight had to play on d7.
Alright, he takes, and rook e3 will come, and there is a threat of rook a3.
Beautiful.
Brilliant game, actually. Rook to e7. So rook a to b8 will be played probably because queen b5, queen b7 is a threat. So we have a fire on the board. And you can't play queen b5 because then queen a7 mate. And actually I
this
believe...
is beautiful. This is beautiful.
I believe Alyosha is in a big troubles. Rook h to d8 will be played most probably, but then he will end up in the end game without 2 pawns and he will be out. He will lose the match. Because now Gawain Jones
is leading already.
1.5 to half.
So if he wins this, it will be 2.5 to half.
Which is enough to win the match.
It's enough. It's enough. Rook d8. Alexei is looking for his last chances to survive.
But now I believe bishop b6, rook d7, and the rook endgame with 2 pawns more. Or one pawn. No, with king on b6.
Take two.
King on b6.
You wanted to have two, so
Rook f7, so I will still take it.
take these two.
Yeah, rook e8, king f1, of course.
Yeah, and
So it's,
one of this is
it's the end.
that's what we have on the board.
Yeah,
That's safest way for white, of course.
he knows that this position is already won. They both know, of course. Just improve the position of the king. The structure of pawns is in favor of white. I believe it's easy.
So it's very likely that we will have the winner one round before.
Yes, exactly. And the same should work in the match for a bronze medal because am I right? What was the result in the first round? Yes, Matthias Blubaum is winning that position, has a winning position, and he is leading also 1.5 to half.
C5 was played, and now if black takes, bishop takes, and
I'll
knight.
take, yeah, and the rook endgame will be... Actually, there will be no rook endgame. I will not trade the bishop for a7 pawn. After knight b5, I'll play a4. And I believe that after knight c3, I can play even... I can take on a7 with the bishop or with the rook.
Yeah.
It's totally lost for black. Both of them know that. Bishop a6, so I will take the pawn on b6. After knight b4, I'll take on b6 and on g6. And this, of course, it's totally one position for white. So it would mean that both Gawain Jones and Matthias Blubaum should win in their first attempt.
Yeah.
Just after 3 rounds of the big and small final. Rook g5 is just winning immediately. Nice try. Knight f4, but of course after king h2. And then bishop e3 and rook g5. It's over. It should be over. Rook e3 is the threat now. So king g6 will be played. But still it's hopeless position.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, bishop is on e3.
So we'll have to see. I believe he will take on e3, but still he knows it is a losing position.
Yeah.
some small amount of technique is needed. G3, King G2, or H4. G3, King G2, then just push the pawns.
Get rook on E5.
And on G5. No, it's
G5.
just winning. F3, G4. Just have the pawns on H and G fine.
The cut already. This is also interesting to cut the king. And then king f7,
Even now,
f3,
right?
king f4. Rook is so close. Rook can come and cover the king anytime black checks.
Okay, I believe it's just a matter of technique. And I believe that Matthias Bluebaum has it, of course. But he's not in a hurry. Gawain Jones is the European champion already. He won 1-0 against Alexei Shirov. So the next game was won by the player from England. So he won 2.5 to half, and we don't even need the fourth game to be played.
To know the result, I
know
think
the
they have to
result.
play anyway.
Really?
Yeah. No?
I believe it
No.
would be nonsense actually,
Nonsense, yeah.
because he would play for nothing. So no,
And
people
David
should not
lost.
be forced for that.
Yeah.
And David Navarra lost his game, so
Probably resigned here.
yeah,
'Cause,
exactly. So Gawain Jones won European Online Blitz Championship Katowice 2020. The second place goes to Alexei Shirov, and the third place goes to Matthias Bluebaum, who won again the match for bronze medal against David Navarra. So England, Spain, Germany, and Czech Republic.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, it ended. I wanted to have fourth match and then Armageddon as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that's it. That's it. It was
Yes,
really
exactly.
interesting tournament, really amazing tournament.
Yeah,
I
a lot of
enjoyed
stress
so
for
much.
players, but also for us. Actually, I believe also for all kibicers. The games were really nice.
Yeah, but that's part of chess. Yeah,
Yes, of
we're
course.
just used to it. Don't feel sorry for us. We're used to it. And welcome the winner, the champion of European Online Championship, Gwen Dunn. So congratulations.
Thank you. I'm muted. Thanks.
All right. Were you surprised that Alexei Shirov did not choose some sharp lines in the dragon?
Yeah, I was really expecting some very sharp Topalov variation that he's famous for.
Yeah, exactly. I believe that if White wants to fight for an advantage, he should use the main lines, not the thing like G3. What do you think
Yeah,
about
but
it?
then you prepare very heavily to play those main lines, I think. And of course, probably neither of us were expecting to get to the final. So it was, I thought I'll play the dragon and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
At least I've got some good experience in it.
Yeah, besides the technical things of chess, how do you feel? Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm very surprised. I wasn't expecting to even qualify for this knockout stage. Yeah, I got very lucky. I made hard work of it the whole time, but like 2-0 ahead against David, and then he came right back. He's such a strong player, and I thought I'd blown my chances completely.
That's amazing. So the next European Blitz and Rapid will happen in Katowice to 2021. Would you like to be a part of it? Because it's going to be more than 1,000 participants.
And over the board.
I would love it. Looking forward to it already. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so once more, we would like to congratulate you for a brilliant result, and thank you for really interesting games.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you very much for giving us such a big joy.
Thanks. I'm just glad it worked for once.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Have a good evening. Yeah, so good to see happy people.
Yeah,
And the
exactly.
champions.
Yeah, but he's extremely tired. I believe, because playing under such a pressure against great players, is really something, I believe. So
Yeah.
we have Maria in studio. So that means we will
Of
have something
course.
interesting.
I came back. Well, I think that this position is worth reminding everyone. This is a position from a game between Shirov and Jones. This was the second game of their match. And I just wanted to show everyone this really nice combination. Mr. Jones played here rook to g4, and
G3, yeah.
well, we can't really capture the rook because then
Yes, show it.
there would be a fork on e2, right? And the king is checked, the queen is being attacked.
Yeah.
So Mr. Shirov had to run away with the king, and then obviously we have the same situation, rook to h3, the king goes back, and there is a fork on e2 as well.
Yes, exactly.
So big congratulations to Mr. Jones. Really nice games, and I really got fond of him. So I think I will be a big fan from now on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's how I
Thank you,
feel
thank
too.
you.
Yes. Also, when I'm here, I would like to announce the winner of the contest. So let's see the questions again, please.
And yeah,
Okay, so the first question was, how many times did black win yesterday? And the answer, 16 times in 50 games.
Wow.
Okay, and the bonus question. That's so obvious, Martin.
You will be so
Why
disappointed.
chess pawns work so hard? And because they want to get promoted. I can't believe that you didn't think of it. You should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, and the winner is Fish1, who answered the question on the chat on Chess24. So please contact us, and we will send you all of the gifts that we have prepared for you.
Yeah. It's easy to find us. Just write, and we will send to your address. And we have one more interview. Still, Martin is still talking about about. Hello, welcome, Alexei. You took second place. How do you feel? How are you?
I feel great, obviously, because before the tournament, as I think said yesterday, I couldn't even imagine I would qualify for top 16. So then I couldn't imagine I will pass the second day, and then of course I could not imagine qualify for the finals. So, okay, then
But what happened in the final?
obviously it always feels a bit, a bit sad to lose the final. It's in the second game, at some moment, I got maybe even slightly better chances, but I underestimated his counterplay when I was queen up for rook and bishop. I think he still had a very good counterplay, and I'm maybe better. Of course,
Alexei,
I thought I was playing for him and not just blundered him.
Alexei, I
And
have
then,
a
okay,
question.
the game
Why-
was a bit unfortunate because
Right.
I wanted to complicate matters and then just fell into opening trap. That was a bit unfortunate. But okay.
Okay, why didn't you choose the main line in the dragon variation? Were you afraid of the preparation?
Well, okay. I mean, in general, Blitz, I'm trying to avoid tactical openings. I mean, that's basically what I'm trying to do. Unless I remember them by heart very, very long. But in general, in Blitz, I'm trying to get the positions where I'm just where I can move pieces and to do some small. And the dragon is a very concrete opening. And it's okay. I didn't want to play against his books.
Yeah, probably it was
Exactly.
actually a good attempt, but still, this counterplay of rook and minor pieces was really dangerous, and I believe even after king f1 instead of king g1, at the end the counterplay of black was really hard to be handled.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose that maybe I'm already worse, but for a Blitz game, obviously after king f1, the game would still be in progress. And instead of this, I just lost it in 2 moves. But okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, before I was probably slightly worse, and then at some moment I got a nice position, but okay, it's Blitz. I mean, I'm not going to take it seriously, really. I think
Yes, of
I'm
course.
happy that I had a good result, but it doesn't mean that I want to, I don't know, I want to think about new good results in Blitz games.
Yes. Besides that game, we so incredible good play from you, and we enjoyed so much. We have to study, I think, that games too, and take a look once again. The event, European Blitz and Rapid over the board, will happen. Hopefully, will happen in Katowice next year. Would you like to come, and would you plan to win actually that event?
Well, I mean, I would definitely like to come to play Rapids. About the Blitz, I'm not so sure because, for example, 1 year ago in Moscow, I played World Rapid Championship and I enjoyed it. I had some interesting games. But then when it came time for the World Blitz Champ, just simply decided to be tourist in Moscow. So, okay, I don't know if maybe it's more difficult to be tourist in Katowice. I don't know.
No, the city is really growing up and it's really getting better and better.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm just
Yeah,
I know that
if you want to compare
Krakow
Moscow
is
to
not
any
far
other,
away.
yep.
It's more known for tourism than Katowice. But
Yes, of course.
I just knew that Katowice was considered to be an industrial city and so on. But okay.
Yeah, they have the best
I would
pierogies, Alexei.
like to come,
You
but
can
anyhow,
you can try that too.
I definitely don't want to think about Blitz events seriously. About Rapid Chess, yes, because Rapid Chess. In Rapid Chess, I would of course go for preparation.
So here's the suggestion to play Rapid Championship, to go for win that, and for the Blitz event to take a rest day and to enjoy Polish pierogies. That's a suggestion. I can guess that your favorite time control is standard chess. Time
Not
control.
really.
Not
I
really.
don't. I think the real sport is rapid chess, not Blitz, not classical, but rapid. In classical chess, you could just not handle it for so many people in the world because you can't put all these anti-cheating measures in every tournament and problems about classical chess. Also, they take too long, and people, if they have some other duties, they cannot really combine a classical chess tournament with their jobs, with their duties. And I think rapid chess is much more to the point these days. But okay, Blitz is something else. I mean, okay, Blitz can exist, of course, but there are some people who prefer to run 100 meters and some people prefer to run other distances. But, so I'm definitely not a short distance run case. So, but I really think that classic should the control should be really decreased. The only thing which can still exist in classic, I mean, as classical chess, is an increment. For example, if we take 30 seconds increment, it's not good for rapid because the games can take long. But this can actually be still for classical. But I think 30 minutes plus 30 seconds should be the maximum control these days.
All right.
Definitely not more than that. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. So thank you very much, Alexei. Once again, congratulations for amazing performance.
Yeah,
we wish you happy holidays, happy lockdown, and we want to see you back in regular chess very soon.
Thank you very much once more. Bye.
Bye.
All right, so we have spoken to both medalists, the gold, the winner, Gawain Jones, and the silver medalist, Alexei Shirov.
There is a thought that maybe we will have third interview
Maybe,
as well if we're going that way.
That's smoothly, yeah.
So very likely we will see Blue Bomb soon coming to us.
Yes, exactly. So as you can see, both of them, they were surprised that they won the medals. They were prepared even not to play, not to be in the top 16. So they thought it's good result to be in top 16, and it turned out that okay, of course somebody had to win it. at the end of the day.
Let me win it.
Yeah, we have to have a winner, right? But none of them thought that he is a favorite, so...
Yeah, because we remember the lineups.
Yeah.
130 grandmasters.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Top
Starting
grandmasters.
list.
Yeah, so here we have Matthias Bulbaum, who got 3rd place and just won the final game against David Navarra. Hello and congratulations.
Matthias, can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Maybe he cannot hear us.
Yeah, probably
For
some
the
technical.
moment.
But in a moment, I believe we will handle that.
Mm-hmm.
So this was from different angle.
Yeah.
We could see the bronze medalist Matthias Blaubaum from Germany. He won a match 2.5 to half against David Navarra. The difference between their elo is not very high. So it was really a intense match, but very nicely played by the German player. So
Yeah, indeed, it was amazing and brilliant games. I am really amazed.
yeah, I will look at them because now I didn't have actually time to think during the game. I was just trying to comment them. But still, I believe it is worth to see even the openings because both players were really very nicely prepared. And this whole idea of d4 and then playing knight c3 quite quickly is something interesting. So
Indeed.
it's really worth to look at those games, even though they are Blitz games.
Yeah, I also think to download just a PGN file and look all together to get some tactical motives.
Yes,
because it's so
exactly.
much. Of
Yeah,
them.
in the Women Cup, you have seen a lot of rook endgames and here a lot of tactics.
I have the materials. I can be ready for my class,
Yes,
which
for
is coming
sure.
for New Year's Eve. Do we
Yes.
have Blaubaum?
Do we have Matthias?
Hello. We don't have it.
Yeah,
But we have a winner. I'm so happy that there are two people waiting for the Christmas gifts from this tournament. I am so happy. You will also get the
something.
Christmas
Even
ball.
though you didn't
Don't
manage to
worry,
guess
don't
the
worry.
last question.
Why did?
Yeah, why? Well, now I know, but it was quite an obvious actually question, but still very hard. The easier question is the harder answer is actually sometimes, as you can see.
No, you wanted to be heart. You wanted to have heart there.
Yeah, I
You
wanted
had
to use
the
my
wrong
heart to use this
direction.
hard
That's the problem.
solution.
That's the problem of that.
Yep.
So I really hope that
In a moment we should take him. He's reconnecting. Matthias Blaubaum is reconnecting, so maybe we will be able to have a small short interview with him.
Yeah, and what I wanted to say that I really hope that we will see this event together with the Rapid event over the board in Katowice, because
Next
this is
year,
something really amazing how organizers can do here, because back in 2017 it was a huge event.
Yeah, over
Huge.
1,000 people in one place playing Aria in Spodek, one of the sanctuary of sport in Poland. So it's really worth to come there, to play there, to feel the atmosphere. Even if you are just an amateur and you're not fighting for medals, still to see so many great grandmasters in one place, it's really a good opportunity.
Yeah, and
also for youth.
Yeah, and I've never seen a tournament, any single tournament, where you can get so much gifts.
Yeah.
Small gifts, but still it's something to remember, especially for the young
For
kids who
youngsters,
can
right,
remember that
exactly.
forever.
I believe that I remember even the World Cup, which was played in Warsaw in the year 2000, and still I've got the signatures of plenty top players of those times. They are still very good, very great grandmasters. Among them Karpov, Fiedler and so on, so plenty of stars in one place. It's also nice that as a youngster I could take their signatures.
Karpov was visiting Poland this
Yeah,
year,
Ustron.
and you were hosting his visit.
So,
Oh, we have
sorry,
David.
from what?
We
Should I
have David.
disconnect?
No.
David, hi.
Hi, David.
Good evening. Cześć, Gamarjoba. Sorry, I have some technical problems, so I need to consult something with the chief arbiter because
Okay.
I'm on both
Okay,
Zoom
David.
Sorry, from where should I be disconnect?
Wait. We
Oh.
have to wait for David because there are some
So nice to
issues.
see David smiling.
Yeah,
David
exactly.
smiling.
Even
that was
though,
good.
even though.
Good.
Dobry wieczór, Gamarjoba.
Dobry wieczór, David. How do you feel about the whole tournament?
Okay, it was a nice tournament, but today I played too poorly. I mean, I was tired and played too slowly, panicked when being short of time as usually. Okay, at times I also lost connection for a second or two.
Oh, really?
But it didn't play any role. Okay, it happens to me often. Yesterday I had no such problems at all, but I mean today it didn't play any role as I simply played too poorly today.
Yeah, actually, the first game was quite wrong against Gawain, I say. It was really something that could just, cut your emotions, and it was very hard already, right?
Okay, it seems to me that I woke up during the second game, and okay, I'm exaggerating, of course, but I mean, then I was lucky enough to equalize the score, but okay, I just played too poorly today.
David, what you choose? If you can choose, black with 4 minutes or white with 5 minutes in
Well-
Armageddon game?
White with 5 minutes because I have few draws and I have problems with time, particularly when pre-moves are not allowed. Because in 3-minute blitz, I always have problems with time, and here also I needed to correct my board before every game because I couldn't see the whole board, so I needed to adjust. And okay, it was not a problem, not a big problem.
So we would choose white to win, right?
Okay, I think from my point of view, it's advantageous to choose white. I mean, Gavin chose black and he won the game, but it would not have been different if he had chosen white, I assume.
All right.
All right.
So, and what about the online chess? Do you prefer to play online or over the board? Because next year the same tournament will be most probably over the board also in Katowice.
Of course, I prefer to play over the board.
No questions about it.
So we expect you to come here, and we're gonna see you and we're gonna meet you. So yes, thank you, David. Thank you for your time, and thank you for coming talk with us.
You're welcome. Have a nice evening.
Have a
Have a
nice
nice evening.
evening
Bye.
and have a nice holidays too. So yeah, so nice. David is such a nice person.
Yes, exactly. Even yeah, thank you. Even though he lost the match for both medals, he is quite happy with his result. Actually, that he got opportunity to play. So, and of course, he would like to play over the board with no questions. Actually, there were no discussion about it.
Yeah, that's the true player's spirit. Yeah, to be strong, to be happy for your opponents and friends, and actually to prepare for the next year, because next he's gonna win. Yeah, so nice.
So once more, the winner of the online chess championship in Blitz 2020 in Katowice is Gawain Jones from England. Second place was taken by the Grandmaster Alexei Shirov from Spain, and the third place was taken by Matthias Bluban from Germany, who beat in the match of the third place David Navarra from Czechia.
Yeah, exactly. The prizes were also for all the participants who qualified to top 16.
Yes, exactly.
We have prizes for all of them. And for more, you can just simply visit the website of the tournament, katowice2020.eu, and get the regulations page, and you can check out. There was also some special prizes for junior players, for women players, and for senior players, and prizes were really nice. Total prize fund was 12,000 euros.
Yeah, exactly.
For 3 days. Not
Yep.
bad, not
Not
bad.
bad.
Not bad.
All right. Do we have anything else to add? Actually, we were still waiting for the interview with the bronze medalist, Matthias Bloban, but I believe it's already gone.
No, he's coming. He's
Really?
coming, he's coming.
All right.
We will not end this live without
Right.
talking to him.
So in
And
a
Maria
few
says
minutes.
that yes, yes.
So,
We're
right.
just going out anyway.
Maybe any other strange question, Maria? Are you prepared for something? Something new?
Do you want to think again?
Yeah, but you know, I know that I don't have any possibility to guess such a question actually. So here we have Maria
Maria.
once more.
Hey,
Yay!
yes. So when we are waiting, I have a question to you.
Yes.
And I would like to know, what do you think? Who would win in a chess match? Someone who can see the future or someone who can read minds? What do you think?
It's a good question, but I believe someone who reads in mind, because then he will know the thoughts of the person who knows the future.
Okay, but if you know the future, you already know who will think of something.
All right, so I know the future, so I know I will lose. So the person knows that he will win. So.
But if you know the future, you can change it in the meantime.
Oh, it depends. You know, there was a series about it. So the guy was capable of forecasting the future because he obtained the newspaper, and then he could alter the future. But it's not in that question.
Yeah. Also, you don't need to take everything so serious.
No, if you
that
want,
you watch on
if you
TV,
ask me about the logical
it's not always
question,
true, Martin. You know.
it's a logical guess. You know, that's why if you want to discuss it, okay, no problem. But
You
don't
know,
tell me not to
Martin,
think.
you train her so hard these 2 days. She became stronger, and now she's trolling you.
I
see?
came
Yeah,
prepared.
But the question is quite nice, I must say. From
Katy,
the
what do you
logical point
think?
of view, of course.
Yeah, it's interesting.
What do you think, Katy?
I think that the question is very interesting, and it makes us think. And sometimes it's hard to come up with some one
answer.
specific answer. So it can be both.
It
can be
depends,
both.
right?
Okay, so if you wanted to have those powers, which one would you choose? To see
read-
future or read minds?
None,
I don't want to see
Why not?
future.
because I don't want to know the people's what people are thinking, because my my thoughts are enough for me, and I don't want to see the future. There was some projects where people were asked whether they would like to know the date of their death.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But
actually,
hold on, Martin. I have a question to you. So you play. It's a very important game. You are just winning very, very important tournament, European Online Blitz Championship. You're
Okay, so
playing
we are
against
dreaming now, right?
You are playing against Maria, and you have a
My
chance. You have a chance.
To
And you
win.
just regret. You just said that you just denied that you don't want to read her mind. You had a chance to read her mind and win the tournament.
right? But I believe
And this is
her thought would be, oh, so handsome he is. So I don't
never
know,
in
I
a
don't
million
want to do
years.
it.
That's for sure. Also, this is a reality in which I am a grandmaster and you are me.
So
You're
a
woman
blondie.
FIDE master.
Not a the master.
And if I am you, I have hair on my head, so it's already nice.
You have plenty of your own. You don't need anyone's.
Sorry, I beg your pardon.
Okay, let's get. I think we have. Well, Matthias has to come. Bluebam has to come and rescue us. And here we have. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Very good. Congratulations for your medal and for your amazing matches. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of disappointed because I just played terrible in the first match. There's nothing else to say. I mean, this was kind of very disappointing to play this badly.
All right, but what were your expectations before the tournament and when you got to the top 16?
Okay, before the tournament, I had no real expectations because you can't plan to to get in the top 16. It was a quite tough field, so I was just trying my best and see whether it will work. But okay, once I was in the top 16, I thought I have chances basically in every match. I mean, there was no opponent much better than me, so I guess I just had chances in every match.
Can you recall a game that you can say that's the best game of mine in this tournament?
Not really. I'm not sure if I played a good game. But
Yeah, actually, I believe you also you were a little bit lucky in a game against David in the Rook endgame. So
Yeah.
when you activated your king and it turned out to be winning actually. So of course.
yeah, that's when it's
But I believe that can happen only in the Blitz tournament. So what would you say you prefer to play online or over the board?
Well, in general, over the board chess, but I mean, in Blitz, it's actually fine to play online.
But with pre-moves
Okay,
or
it's just
without?
a different sport somehow.
Yeah. Okay. David immediately answered that he loves to play over the board. So
No question there.
it was not a question for him actually. It was not interesting question for him. That's why I'm asking you. But okay.
Do you have any plans for next year already for over the board tournament?
Not really, to be honest. I'm not sure if any tournaments are going to happen, so I'll just wait and see what is going to happen in a few months, I guess.
All right,
Yeah,
but
same.
most probably the next year we'll play over the board in Katowice as well. So would you like to take part in it?
And would you plan to win that?
I mean, I guess I would take part if it's suitable time-wise, and apart from that, I mean, I'll try my best to win it, but of course you can't plan it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So thank you very much
Thank you very much.
for being with us after the game, after a tough game. I think you are very tired and now it's time to get ready for Christmas and holidays. So happy holidays and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Thank you, and happy holidays to you as well. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So, okay, I believe we still have Maria. She wants to make some argument with me for sure.
Okay, let's first bring the board, we bring the screen, and let's see the winner of the tournament more closely. Here we have the winner of the tournament, Gwen Jones from England. His standard FIDE rating is 2678, and he was born in 1987.
Yes, exactly.
Here we have his very happy picture, so he knew that he was about to win this tournament.
Yeah, exactly. But he won the final match really convincingly. So he deserved it. Actually,
he deserved it.
It was not a surprise, I believe.
He was absolute favorite of me as a commentator to see his amazing games alongside of his emotions. He did not hide any of his emotions.
Yeah,
he was
exactly.
happy, he was sad, he was upset, and so on and so on. And yeah, amazing. Congratulations once again. And Mariam, what do you have for us?
I just came to chat, so
All right.
what's up?
She's waiting, to you to start. Again.
I don't know why. I do my best to be polite.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to say that it was a huge pleasure to work with you
Thank you.
and to
Likewise.
see all of those great grandmasters compete with themselves. And I feel like I learned a lot during the games because they were really worth seeing. And I recommend everyone to download the PGN and to see them for themselves if you haven't had a chance to be with us.
Yes, thank you, Maria. We had
Thank you very much.
amazing company and we enjoyed your company.
Thank you.
And of course, your company, Martin, once again.
Thank you very much, girls. It was really a pleasure, also for me.
So it's time to say goodbye. We don't want to say goodbye. I see. Someone has to do it.
All right, so I believe we have come to the final stage of the great event of European Blitz Online Chess Championship held by the city of Katowice. So thank you, Katie. Thank you, Maria. Thank you very much for watching us.
Yes, and as a goodbye, you can say that we invite you and we are hoping to see you in Katowice over the board event European Rapid and Blitz in 2020. So until that time.
Happy holidays.